Welcome, welcome everybody to the Truth Ain't in Us. I'm Tanya Wilder, your host, and I want to say thank you to our supporters, our new followers. Um, we appreciate you guys so much. And tonight we have a great show for you. Friends are not friends anymore, and we're going to talk about it. But before I do, I have to bring in my guest host, Miss Sitara Vaughn. Where are you? Where are you, Mr. Tarvon?
No, hello. Hey, great to be here tonight. Yeah, let's get it started.
And we also have a special guest host that's joining us tonight, Miss Vivica McLain. Where's Vivica? Hey, Vivica.
On. How's everybody out there?
Welcome to the Truth Ain't in Us, Vivica. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank
yes.
you. Happy to be here.
And we thank you for being here as well. Glad to have you. And tonight, we're talking about friendships and best friends and the meaning of that. But before we get into all of that, I want to know how everybody's Thanksgiving was. Like, first of all, who cooked, who didn't cook, who overate, who had bubble guts, all of that. I want to get down to the nitty gritty. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna start off by just let y'all know I had gas real bad. They wanted to put me out. My Bart definitely wanted to put me out the bed, but I mean, it was beyond my control. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. Didn't have bubble guts, but I did have a gas butt.
You silly. You are silly, 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 silly.
uh, and what about you, ladies?
You want to go first, Vivica?
Well, mine was long and sad because I just lost my sister on the
Oh,
past Saturday.
wow.
Sorry
So
for your loss.
yeah, it was a little
Sure.
different. But I got in there. I cooked a full fledged Thanksgiving dinner in one day. I
Oh,
enjoyed
wow.
my family that came. And had a wonderful time. I didn't have any gas, thank God, because I do. But it was all good. It was all good. How about you, Tara?
Well, I actually had to work. Didn't
Oh,
have to cook though. Didn't have to cook, but I got off work about 3. I went to my husband's cousin house, and it was nice. It was a nice gathering, and we had fun. I didn't have gas. I had a lot of air bubbles because I didn't. I really did. I ate, but I really didn't eat. You know what I mean? But overall, we had a great time. Just fellowshipping with one another, having fun, and things of that nature. But we had a great time. We had an awesome time.
Well, y'all are gonna really laugh when I say this, and my daughter's
good.
probably gonna get mad. But hey, so at the end of the night, because we had family over as well,
Hmm.
and after everybody left, it was just me, Bart, and the kids, and we played Uno. And so we're in the dining room, and it's all five of us, and there's a gas war going on
Oh
between
Lord.
between me and my youngest daughter Ashley, and we just had no control. I
Why you had to call her name? Why you had to call her name out though? You could just say my daughter. You just gonna call her out like that. Really?
Mm.
and so yes, and my son was like, "Oh my God, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all need to get up." There was no need to get up from the table because it was nonstop. Like we weren't going to be
Oh
able
wow.
to.
Just toxic over there. Just toxic. No ma'am,
Ah.
no ma'am, no ma'am. Just toxic.
Mm.
But yeah, but overall, we had a great holiday. And I'm definitely thankful for my family, my friends, ready for the New Year's to come in. Praying for each and every one of you for your health, that we all are blessed financially, and that we continue to prosper, and we live a long, long life, another 50 years. I'm
Yeah,
pushing for. So
I,
yes.
I may have only another 30 in me, but
Oh, don't say that.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't
You
say.
got to speak
I'm a little
life,
up there. I'm a
girl.
little up there. I'm a little up there, girl.
Yeah, it don't matter. You don't look it, but at the end of the day, you got to speak. You know the power of that tongue is hey, that's power. You speak that in existence. You're gonna be here for 30 plus, and keep it
I'm
Exactly.
gonna be
moving,
here for another
and
day.
keep it moving.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be
Hey,
here
I'm with that one. Another
There
50.
you
I'm
go.
with that.
I
Hey,
said
you
50
got to speak
years.
it in
We got
existence.
to make an agreement on that one. Listen, 50
That's
years.
right.
And we are in our right mind, right frame of mind. I don't know if I want to be driving, you know.
Not right now. Not right
No, I'm
now.
talking about when I'm like 90 years old. I
No,
don't think I need to be driving because they say I have road rage, but I know I don't.
you do.
No, I
You
don't.
do.
I do not have road rage. Road rage is arguing with people. They don't even know that
No.
I'm cussing them out. I don't look at them. I look straight ahead and I be sailing.
So you just talk shit to whoever you're on the phone with it. That's what.
Yeah,
That
y'all be
what.
hearing it all. Y'all be hearing it all. I don't sit there and look at them, point and argue back. No, I'm not doing none of that because I don't want to catch no stray bullets.
You don't throw no
Okay?
pennies, no cans, huh?
No, none of that. Don't be talking with my hand. Yeah, but for real, Bart be like, "Oh my God, do I have to hear this?" But he does the same thing,
Mm-mm.
and he's worse. He actually wants to argue with people. I'm like, "Don't do
Oh
that while I'm
wow.
in the car because I don't want to catch your bullet."
Well, I definitely won't put you and my daughter in the same car because she got road rage. She probably would get mad for me for saying that because she watching, but she definitely got road rage.
But yes, yes, yes. So, guys, I want to keep it moving tonight. We're about to get into some hot topics. The internet this week has been on freaking fire. We're not able to talk about everything because we have a show to do. Um, but I'm gonna keep it moving, and we are going to get into this Kandi and Todd situation because a couple of weeks ago, okay, she just put the picture up, but a couple of weeks ago, I did a video because Kandi went on a podcast and she stated that she and Todd had threesomes. And I got a lot of flack because I stated in my um, video post that threesomes in your marriage, that's not godly. And there's no way God is in your marriage. And now here we go with the divorce. And the rumors are spewing everywhere here in the ATL that allegedly Todd has another woman. Okay. I don't know how true it is. It is alleged, but we just gonna sit back and watch this unfold. And what do you guys think about? I don't know. You can take that off the screen right now, Deja. And we cannot see the chat on the side, Deja. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I don't really no, I don't see anything. But anyway, um, what's you guys take on the Todd and Kandi situation?
Okay,
I'm gonna
I'll tell
start
you
with
this.
I'll start with you, Vivica, and then I'll go to Sitara since you already started talking.
Listen, I'm with you. When you invite somebody else into your marriage, you're inviting the devil in. So if you don't want to play and dance with the devil, don't invite them in. You ending up exactly where you designed your relationship to be in
Yeah,
divorce.
exactly. And you bringing in all these different spirits and all that shit in your bedroom. Um, no, no.
Yeah, I
Sitara,
would. Mm-mm. Go ahead, Sarah.
I totally agree with you ladies. I mean, I feel like marriage is supposed to be something sacred. It's under God's covenant. So yes, I do. I totally agree with you. But I guess my biggest thing is I think we had this conversation last week, Tanya. These new era
mm-hmm,
and this new thing, it's like it has spiraled out of control. It's like, where do we get this from? I mean, I'll be trying to figure out what these people mind be, I
mm-hmm,
mean, and at the end of the day, the sad part about it, the person that normally actually bring that individual into their marriage,
mm-hmm.
that's the one that end up getting hurt because, baby, you got to look at it. One thing for sure, two things for certain is this thing. If somebody can do it a little bit better than you can, and they start liking what they're getting on the other end,
Mhm.
why wouldn't we are human.
Yes.
I'm a woman. If it's good on the other
You
side,
start looking at your husband sideways, like, wait a minute now.
but yeah, they're like,
If
you
you
ain't
think
doing
about it, you brought him a slut because she had to be a slut to begin with. The one even join y'all.
Ooh.
Think about that.
Mm.
So you brought her
okay,
somebody
okay.
that had
Did she
double
not bring
intentions
that?
to get
She
in and get
brought it.
involved and get what you got.
Oh, girl, did you bring that? Oh no. No,
And
no, did you bring that? Yes, that's right. I totally agree, Bibica. I totally agree because I like this. A real woman of myself. I'm like this. If you're not happy with what I bring to the table, then me and you need to have a conversation either to build the relationship or part ways. Not bring another person in the
mhm,
middle of a relationship and make it difficult. And then the thing about it is you are not even thinking about your surrounding, meaning if you have kids. All of
mhm.
that plays a factor. That's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand you're damaging them, man. You gotta think about it now, especially now. These kids at the age of 9 years old. I have a 9 year old grandson. He's on the internet. He knows more about half of what's going on than I do. So you kind of like put yourself out there to make your kids start disrespecting. They're getting bullied, and I pray that Candy kids are not going through this, especially
Exactly.
her oldest daughter, her oldest daughter.
Well,
I pray that she's not
grown.
going to. Yeah, but even though she's grown, you don't want the backlash. Nobody wants to put their child in a line of fire to be questioned or to be throwing digs at their parents. Nobody wants to be going through that. That's
Well,
humiliation, as
the
far as I'm
reason I
concerned. I
say she is
think
grown is because she has two smaller kids that's in
right,
elementary school, and
right,
kids can
right.
be very brutal, and I'm just praying that they're not experiencing or having any backlash from all of this. And they're also saying that Todd wants custody of the kids. Now I'm looking at this two ways, right? Custody of the kids. Does that mean for Todd, well, if I have custody, she's paying me child support.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If she's the bigger, if she's the bigger breadwinner.
Yes. And of
Exactly.
course we know she is. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, and also and I feel like it should be 50-50.
Well,
As
I'm
far
gonna
as
say that.
I think as far as the kids, she did a great job. She was a single mom with her daughter. She was a great mother. Um, and she was Candy Burris before Todd Tucker. And she had her mom and her aunts to help her. And she's got a village there already to support her.
Exactly.
So I feel like him asking for custody, full custody, it's a money grab. That's what I believe. So you ladies
I
can
believe that
jump
too.
in
I,
anytime.
I I believe that too because at the end of the day, allegedly, because we don't know how true this is, they're saying that Todd is still living in the home. He don't want to move out the house.
Hmm.
He's stating that he signed a prenup and he was under distress and all of that. That may be true. I don't
We
know.
saw that on
Allegedly,
TV. I didn't see no
yeah,
distress.
we just going through
Oh, you freezing up right now.
exactly. You know, he game freezing up now. Am I good? Okay, but in Nashville, I think that this may be a come up for him to ask for custody of the kids. You never know. Everybody got their motive, but you got to think about this. We don't know the full story, like you said in the beginning of the show. We got to unfold it so for all of it to come to the light. So, with that being said, we shall see what's gonna come of this.
Well, I'm hoping, not even hoping. Let me change that. Todd, anytime you enter a relationship with a celebrity, a ball player, or someone
That's got money.
that have means, right?
Hmm.
You are now entering to a different world. Their friends are becoming your friends. Their connections are becoming your connections. Todd has the connections to do whatever he want to do. He is a producer. He worked as a producer um, on the Housewives show. So he's actually worked on Broadway with Kandi producing shows. So he has the connections to
Hmm.
go outside and make money, just like Kandi does.
Exactly,
This is where
most
I
definitely.
disagree with you a little bit because I felt like if he stepped back in order to allow her to step forward, then he probably could have already been making his money. So I think if you look at the whole situation, he may be entitled to some, depending on how much input or how much he gave or how much he did to allow her to advance her career and step his career back and sit on
Well,
hold.
let's hold. Let's. I'm gonna put that on pause because what you have to realize, Kandi was already on Housewives when Todd met her. Kandi already had millions when Todd met her. She was established. She had the connections. She had her family. She had her friends who supported her as far as her daughter goes. So I don't see how Todd allowed her to advance anymore because she would have done that with or
Or
without Todd.
without him. And I
Yeah,
truly believe that because
that's it. Yeah.
at the end of the day, that if he did step back, that was a choice he made. That's something he felt akin to. And if you remember when he first came onto Housewife, her mother was very totally against it because she felt like
Now, Mama Joyce is a whole nother story.
money was always a money thing on the show. So I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, allegedly, because I don't know, I wasn't there. I'm only going by what I hear, what I see on the show. So at the end of the day, I just feel like this: they got two kids, and if they can co-parent those two kids,
Hmm.
because you got to understand those kids see and they hear a lot as well. And so I
Yeah.
would I would hope
Hmm.
and pray that, because I really like Candy. I think she is a genuine. She will
Hmm.
give her last, and I know that she very emotion because I know on the show she's mad, and she reminds me of, sometimes it ain't that you're scared, it's that you're crying because you're mad because you can't get to the. Are you crying saying, I've tried, what more do you want from me? So I, as far as
Oh.
concerned, being in the picture portray himself for me as being a
Hmm.
good father. But again, we on the out, so we really don't know what's what. We only can go by what the media projects and give to actually make our own self-evaluate that individual. So at the end of the day, I just think they need to, work it out, not be a bitter divorce, but every day you hear
Hmm.
something a little bit nastier and dirtier and trifling and ratchet. You be like, oh my God, are you serious? But again, I wish them the very best. I hope that they can get to the point where they can co-parent and realize it ain't all about them. It's a gamer, but the kids play a big part in it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I wish for her? I wish that she
Which is-
understand that she didn't even have to invite somebody else into her bedroom.
That
That you can be
part.
normally the
That
maid
part,
today. You could be the maintenance man tomorrow. You could be the person the next day. You could have three
I know
some,
that's
four
right,
some,
girl.
figure out how to do it in your
Yep.
own household with you and your husband. That's my word.
Totally
Exactly.
agree, Vivica.
Nobody
I
should
totally agree with you, baby. I totally agree with you because you can role play. You can put it. They got different hats for different designs. You break it as you come,
right.
so I get
Different
that. So
shoes,
yeah,
Hmm.
girl. Tell I got a
yeah.
couple I can lend
I totally agree, girl. I totally agree.
Oh my goodness. But I do wish her and Todd nothing but the best. And I pray that their divorce does not get messy. Because we're hearing that she wants everything sealed at this point because Todd's, I guess, allegedly refusing to move out of the house, and that's got to be tough.
Yeah,
Especially, we don't know if there was another woman or another man or whatever involved in their breakup, or that has not been exposed or came out yet. But it's got to be tough.
yeah.
It's got to be tough. And so we're gonna keep it moving, girls, and we're gonna talk about these housewives and why the hell they keep getting locked the F up. And I said F up because my granddaughter's listening. She's 7. But you might have to close her ears on certain parts of this one. Okay. I'm just like, I went and I printed a list. So
Mhm.
before we get into this, I'm going to go over this list really quickly. Okay. Um, so housewives who are arrested, went to jail, or face charges, and their spouses, because it's just not them. It's the whole. Anyway, we have Teresa Judice, Jen Shaw, Wendy Ofstar. What is it? Ostef? How do you pronounce her name?
Who?
Stefano. Wendy. We
Oh,
have Luann. We have Kim Richards. Sonia Morgan. Well, Portia she wasn't arrested, but she was she got into a argument or whatever at the airport. We have Danielle. We have Mary Cobbs. And the list just continues to go on. We have Karen Huger, Teresa's husband, Paulo, Tyrone, Lenny, Tom, Russell, and Michael Darby. And the list just goes on and on. And I'm sure they won't be the first and they won't be the last. And my question is for you and our audience and our listeners, who are they trying to keep up with? The Kardashians? Because I'm not understanding all of this, and what's the problem and why it causes them to commit fraud and do all of do things that get them thrown in jail. So
Addiction to money.
what is it?
Addiction to money. Addiction to living a lifestyle and maintaining a lifestyle. Because what we see on the front, and I'm speaking from an accountant perspective, but what I see about people from the back end, um,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times it's very hard to keep up that financial front that you see in the public. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
these people who are in the industry don't have the money that you think that they have, and they have they're extremely depressed. They have a hard time maintaining the lifestyle and keeping up the
Mm.
front. And when they can't get it legally, they start to get it illegally and
I,
find
will- I
information they
I
Yeah,
can't
agree
get.
because
with that. I agree with
every
that.
time we blink, another housewife or their spouse is getting indicted, arrested, exposed, dragged into court. Is it a curse? Is it the Bravo curse?
Well,
Mhm.
I'm like Vivica. I mean, you got to think you get a taste of that lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
and it becomes some obsession that you got to maintain it. You have put on a facade in so many people's eyes, like their lives. You got to think about it.
And
They're
the
coming to
facade.
teach. Yeah, it's a because I look at it like this because you got to think about in the beginning. You know, when back in the beginning when the when Atlanta housewives started, the first thing they started saying, "Girl, they rent these houses, they
Mhm.
rent these cars,
They were.
they rent these
They
clothes."
were.
So you got to think about it. Us from the outside, not knowing, we're looking like, oh Lord, I like do some bad shoes she got. I like that purse. And
Mhm.
you start living that, you start getting that moment where you feel like inside, like, wow, I want that. I want to be that. So they knew that by putting that in the media, and that's what captivate our kids, ourselves, and you start living that life, and then when you get to the point where money gone, I'm like Vivica, hey, it's about the money. You got to do what you got to do to maintain the money to keep up with the
But what
Joneses.
but what happened to keeping it real, keeping it 100? And I got to give
Tell you when they
a,
start. What cases? Can I
hold
ask you a
on, hold
question?
on. I got to give props. I got to give some
To
props to Giselle Bryant,
I give her that.
okay?
Give you that.
And what's the lady that created the skinny drink from New York? Bethany
Bethany.
Franklin.
Yeah. Hmm.
So when Bethany Frankel, what's her last name? It's
I
something
think it's
like
Frank.
that.
I think it's Franco. I think
Yeah,
that's what
Franco.
I think.
So
Franco.
when she first came on, the show. She actually, I'm not sure if she was a housewife or she was a friend to the show, but she didn't have no money. She was broke, and she,
Allegedly.
well, yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly, but she said she had no money on
Not
the
broke.
show.
She a broke
No,
hoe.
And
that's what I'm saying.
yes,
Allegedly.
and and she used that platform. She's a very smart woman to get where she's at
Right.
today, because she's one of the wealthiest housewives now today.
Now, yeah, that's a fact.
And she's grounded, she's humble. Giselle Bryant, another one. And even though I don't agree with everything that Giselle does and say and her behavior, Giselle is very much, I feel like she's down to earth, she's grounded, she's smart. Um, she raised her three, single mom, raised her three daughters, put them in college. Um, and my hat goes off to her. And she took her time to build that house. And they made fun of her when the house gonna be ready, when the house gonna be ready, because a lot of these housewives that get on the show, and a year later they want to buy the mansion, they want to blow up, they want to get fake businesses, because we see she by Sheree never ever took the fuck off. Okay, never took off, ain't gonna never take off. And I'm just like, why all this fake facade? And Sitara, you were about to say something. Sorry I interrupted you, but I had to get that out. Like, what's up with all this fake facade shit?
I mean, they have to, if they trying to hold an image. You got to understand
For
they're
what?
trying,
And for
but
who?
that's the
Us, the
whole thing.
people? For us?
The people, they trying to hold an image for the people. They put it out
We
there
will
and they try.
respect you more if you're real.
That's us. But the
That
people who are
exactly,
on
but
your
you got to
level will
understand.
not
But you got to
respect
understand.
them the
It's
same. They
exactly,
cannot maintain that status.
exactly,
You're in the
exactly.
group
You
or
got
you're out the group. So either you're
exactly
in that bracket or you're out of that bracket.
bracket.
If you can't maintain the fact that everybody in that bracket thinking you're in the bracket, then you're going to be out of the bracket.
Exactly.
That's just
Exactly. I mean, and and you know what? It's not. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
this. I'm not even gonna say it's as far as it's the superstar. You get that at work. You get that on. I get that on my job. If one person feel that you're smarter than them, but they in a higher position to you, they do anything in the world to try to sabotage
Hmm.
it. And I am saying it on live. I hope everybody hear me. That's working with me. That works with me. I want them to hear me on live. Yeah, I know without a shadow of a doubt, my boss is dumb as four rocks,
Oh,
and you can throw them across the field.
hmm
she white.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna say this though. But how can you lead when you don't know how to be a leader? But at the end of the day, that's a facade that you got to put up in front of these
She
other
must be
people so
white
that you
because
so you can get paid. So at the end of the day, when you feel that you're being jeopardized, being called out, you try to make the other individual look a certain way. So at the end of the day, it's the same way. You're trying to hold up something that you cannot hold. You cannot hold. But I'm like that, baby. One thing
Mhm.
I am grounded. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, I am grounded. You know what I'm saying? You may see me sway, but you'll never see me fall, baby, because I'm grounded with that man upset. So that's why I say it's but work both ways with superstars and individual and as a life thing. You have that you have to put up a facade. And Tanya, I'm gonna use you as an example. We go somewhere and they be like, "I like your shoes." They pick us out of what they
I'm gonna need you to repeat all of
just by
that
how
because you
we dress.
hold on.
And
I'm gonna
people
need you to
that
go back
don't
and
know,
repeat that because you just froze. Now say what
okay.
you were saying.
I was saying when we go out
Hmm.
and people admire what we're wearing or something, they automatically feel that we have money or we're living above them. You know what I'm saying? So we
And
get
we
treated.
are.
I am. Look,
Punch,
I am.
Beat me to the
But
punch.
I'm
We are.
but I'm
Here we
saying
are.
this too. But yeah, exactly. Ditto. But I'm just saying we put on a persona. I mean, I used to tell people that you don't have to say nothing. I don't have to say nothing. I carry myself in a way that I feel that people look up and they admire you and they take for granted and they just assume what they assume. This is like the housewives or any little celebrity. We assume that they got it on, they got it going on. And
But but remember when Nene them first came on the Housewives, we like Nene them didn't have money like that. Nene didn't have money like that.
Nene was
Kim
real.
Kim had Big Papa money. Kim ain't had no money. She had Big Papa's money.
They were
Um,
real. They
yeah,
were real. They were
and,
real.
and that's what made us fall in love with them. Okay, it
Exactly.
wasn't the things that they had or
Hey,
carried. It was
right.
their personality, and that's what we need to get back because, honey, money don't make you popular. And we see the downfall of these women every day because they trying to keep up this facade that's hard to do. And Vivica hit the nail on the damn head
Yes, you
because
did.
that's what they do. And for
Mhm.
what reason, I'm trying to still figure it out because
But
we're
look, I
living
ain't
in
hating because I walk up to a store in a minute and be like, "I'm here, let me in," and I
yeah.
ain't got no money, girl. But I'm gonna act like I got a million. You gonna make me in,
Don't
and
y'all
I ain't
listen
gonna
to her.
tell
She got
nobody.
money. Don't listen to her. She got money. Don't listen to her.
At the end of the day, you ain't supposed to tell it no way. You supposed to let it be
Oh,
seen.
and
I'm,
hold
I'm
on.
with it.
I see somebody saying who's that? Shiny 752. People are intimidated when they see leadership in you. Oh, for
Exactly.
sure.
Mm,
For sure.
Exactly.
For
mm,
sure.
Exactly.
And
mm,
Exactly.
sorry guys, for some reason we cannot see
mm.
your comments, so they're putting the comments up on the screen for us. We'll have to fix that, figure out what's going on with that, but we can't see all the comments in there right now. So she's putting them up on here. So if we see your comment and we'll get to them, we'll read it out loud and we'll comment. So just bear with us when it comes to that. We know you're there. We appreciate you being there. But yes, I think it's just too much.
Mm.
Too
Yes,
much. And
it
I
is.
want people to get back. I'll say this. When I first moved to Atlanta, people used to say fake it till you make it. And I'm like, I ain't faking shit because I'm not here to try to keep up no facade for nobody. And that was always who I was. I'm not faking nothing. I'm not faking anything. When I came here, I didn't have shit. I had to work my ass off to get it. And I'm just not faking it.
So
And
I don't think that statement means that because I've told people that all the time. So fake it till you
Till
make
you
it
make
means
it.
that I could take a job, right? Not really be fully qualified for that job, right?
mhm.
I'm gonna interview well. I'm gonna sell you on that interview, and when I get that job, I'm gonna be in today's time chat beat GPT and everything I need to
And
know.
guess what?
I
They
get
don't, but
everything I
they mean the
gotta know to
opposite
make
here in
that
Atlanta. They
happen.
literally mean fake, like you got shit
Yeah,
and you got it going on. You living
The
above your
word
means.
the
Then I
word
took
that
it to
I
a
got.
whole nother level, Vivica.
Oh, okay.
But you know what?
I
The
fake it
funny
till I
part
make
about
it.
I follow
Fake
you.
it until you feel like
I
yes,
follow
you
what you're
did.
saying, but when I first got to Atlanta, first thing they said they perpetrate a fraud down there. They just they wing it. It's like, huh? They be winging it. I was like, what you mean by winging it? Oh, they gonna make you think they sell you these dreams and I said, well, you know what? I'm not trying to buy no dream. I'm trying to make no dream. I'm trying to make it happen. Reality comes face to face. So at the end of the day, again, it's by perception. People trying to put on a facade to make themselves a little bigger than what they are. The housewife, all I can say about them is I feel like they try to the women because I don't see the men as much as going as much hard
They
as the
be doing
women.
shit behind the
Yeah,
scenes
that's what I'm saying. They
because
don't
they
put
be
it
getting
out there.
arrested too.
But the women, I think it's all about who can outdo each other the most.
Yeah,
Who can bring so it's
and
and
that's
we
no
just
sisterhood.
and you know what and
How much,
as
how much
women.
of that is us, right? Us a sister hating on a sister, or us trying to one up our sister.
But
We
see
and
that
people
I
got
don't think
issues doing
so. I don't think so because I watch the Jersey and I watch Beverly Hills
I don't
in
like
New York. So they're all the same. And that brings me, I'm glad you brought up that point because Erica Jane, ex-husband, went to prison here recently for defrauding his clients. He's an attorney, well, was an attorney because he's lost his license, and he went to prison because he scammed his clients, and I believe it was a plane that went down, and he took the people money, and so he could keep up allegedly Erica's lifestyle. Now, Erica has
Wow.
listen. So Erica has an attorney now that's
Hmm.
being charged for fraud for taking out two PP two PPP loans, totaling about $4 million,
Hmm.
and they're saying that he didn't use
Allegedly.
allegedly, but he didn't use the money for his employees. He used it to fund Erica Jane's lavish lifestyle. And I'm trying
Wow.
to figure out like what the hell she got between her legs, because she getting these men
She got
like
that woo ha.
Gold nugget.
yeah,
She got
like
a
what
gold
the hell
nugget.
she got
She
between her
got a
legs?
gold nugget and a
And
gold
then,
nugget.
then to commit all kind of fraud for her. And then she throw the rock and hide her hand, and she don't know shit. I don't know nothing. I ain't in it. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. Okay.
Woo.
And I'm just trying to figure
She
out
got
like
black
what.
girl magic. Black girl magic.
And you know she is from Georgia.
You wrong
Woo.
for that one. Wow. Wow, T. Wow.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to like figure it out. I'm like, so what she like this man about to go down, he about to go to prison.
But she
Like,
about to be rich with the next man.
yes. So it's a
That's
whole nother
crazy.
story there. But child, we're gonna keep it moving, and we're about to show this clip. We're gonna get into our show for tonight, about friends, best friends. Um, how many of us have them in this day and time?
Friends.
Well,
So
you
go
can
ahead and
give me
show the
that.
clip, Deja. Let's roll that
When I was
clip.
going through the divorce, I was separated, but still living in the same house. Jason and I were like great friends. Like we never spent any time outside the studio, nothing like that. As I was going through the whole divorce process, the separation, everything like that, he was giving me this advice that I was like, you have to have been through something to be able to give me this type of advice. We started to have like an amazing friendship outside of work. And I started to learn some things about what he was going through. So we connected on that level, him being
So yeah, we
separated, living in
hearing
the
it.
same
So we
house,
hear. I don't
but
hear
people not
anything.
knowing because obviously he's not.
What happened?
I don't know
Sitara's
what
on her. Sitara, you're on your phone. So
That's why. Okay, I've got you.
okay.
He's not, out there like that in reality TV space. Mine was more public.
Right.
And it was a friendship that was genuinely a friendship that turned very emotionally connected, and then it turned romantic. And the reason this video is out there right now is because my ex-husband actually leaked it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's
What?
T. Like legit, he has been showing this video to everybody. And the bigger question is, how did he get it?
So
Right.
off the cloud.
The cloud.
No, he actually got it from a former friend of mine who, when you go through divorce, you lose some friends, you lose some family. It
Pick my jaw up.
blew my mind. So
I
for
can't
whatever
believe
reason,
that.
yes, for whatever reason, this particular former friend, we were cool. And then it was just like, and she was the only person that I was sharing this
Stuff with.
information with, her and my mom. And she ended up giving it to him,
crazy.
and he used it as an intimidation tactic because he did not want me back on reality
Now, we're
TV.
gonna stop
He's
it right
afraid of
there.
my book coming out. So he has
Okay,
been
we're gonna
showing
stop
it. So
that
people
right
like,
there, because that when I saw this morning, I was like, oh wow, we definitely going to show this clip tonight, because the topics of the show is about friendships, in this day and time, basically. And for me, I don't even use the word best friend anymore, because people have disappointed me, people have broken my heart, um that I've given a lot to. And when I say a lot, I'm talking about my time, my energy, um knowledge, a whole lot of shit. So I just can't, I just don't use that word best friend. And I remember when I started going to therapy, and my therapist asked me about something about a best friend. And I said, I don't have one. And she was looked at me like it's strange. And I'm like, no, it's not strange. I used to have best friends, but um, you find out that they're not friends because we don't have the ability like God. And that's why I always ask God to show me, right? Because we don't know what people are saying and doing behind our backs,
Exactly.
you know? Um, how do you guys feel about friends? And Sitara, I'm going to start with you because I know you have a best friend.
I do.
And so, like, what's your
I,
take
I I
on it?
I have a best friend, and first of all, let me tell you what I think a best friend is. I have a best friend where no matter if I'm right or wrong, she gonna check me right or wrong. I have a best friend that I know that if I say something or share something with her, that, and I ain't gonna say that I know, because this part I don't know if she shared it with somebody, but it has never came back to me.
Mhm.
Um, my best friend is a person that I can call when I'm hurting, that she encouraged me, and vice versa, me to her. My best friend is a person that would just downright say, "You wrong. I don't give a damn. We don't talk for 2 damn weeks. You wrong." I don't give a. I mean, she's that chick, and she has been in my life since my. I want to say my kids been in high school, and I have 3 daughters, and she has nothing but showed me nothing but loyalty. And that's how I say that's my best friend. And my definition of a best friend, whether when you're down, you're up, you there, you supportive, you there. Come rain, sleet, or snow. If anything happen, I'm in Atlanta. If I call her right now and say I need you, she ain't gonna say what, when, where. I'm on my way. That's my best friend. That's what I
Mhm.
think a best friend is. On the other hand, because and I say this loosely, and I say this in, and I know my kids can attest to this. I don't have a best friend in Georgia. I only have one that's in Texas.
Mhm.
um but I have a friend that I have a friend that I feel like I can go and say something to, that it won't go nowhere, or should I say it has not came back to me as a boomerang to go nowhere. But I can say we have had our differences of opinion, but we have came to the point where we can come full circle. May not be that day, may not be that the next week, but we have came to full circle where we realize that, we bigger than this.
Mhm.
We can stand. So yeah, a friendship to me, yeah, it's not about, because at the end of the day, if I kill somebody, I know I want my best
Ma'am,
friend
you
to say,
you taking it there. Go ahead.
yeah, if I kill somebody, I want my best friend to say, you know what? You need to turn yourself in. I got you. I'm gonna be there with you throughout thick and thin. But she gonna tell me I'm wrong, because that's gonna eat me up inside. And her knowing I'm hurting her because she knows a secret that I choose not to share. To me, a best friend is gonna, whether it's good or bad, she gonna be that person and say, no matter what, I got you.
Mhm.
But I also let you know you're right and wrong. And that's why I say I know that my best friend that's in Texas, I know she would do that. She would just say, either you do it, I'm doing it. You got five, she probably give me a limitation. You got 3 days, you turn yourself in, I'm turning yourself in. You can hate me. But at the end of the day, that's a friend, because I'm putting her, I'm looking out, I'm being selfish by keeping it to myself and not allowing her to live her life, because that's something that she's carrying with her too. And you may not know that. But at the end of the day, that's what a best friend is to me. And like I said, my friend here in Georgia, since I've been in Georgia, I feel like we've gotten closer. We get close. We don't see eye to eye on things, but hey, it's like like a sisterhood. Your relative. Your siblings. You don't get along with them, but you deal with them, and you know exactly the do's and the don'ts of that person, the ins and the outs of that person, and you know how to adapt to that person. But then you all know how to be real and truthful and let that person know when they right or wrong. So that's what a
Mhm.
friendship means to me. And yes, we have gotten out of that, and it's very loosely that I use the word friends. I don't even call it people. I have associate, have people that I kiki and laugh with, but I don't have a friend. It's very loosely. But back in the day, growing up, everybody wanted a best friend. Everybody needed somebody they can go to vent, support, and be there for one another. But then
And
everybody don't know how to take that though.
and what about you, Vivica? What's your take
Um,
on the besties?
okay. I'm happy you got a best friend, Sitara.
I
I could
do.
have wanted one. I've never had one. My only, but I won't, let me change that. My only best friend is Jesus Christ God and Anthony McLean. Those are the
And
only
my
two
husband, yep.
friends I've ever had. I don't desire to have any other friends, best friends outside of them. Everything I need, I find there. Um, and I'll tell you why. Because what you just described as your best friend, you know, what my best friend would have had to say, I'm gonna take this charge for you, Vivica. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna let you stay out here with your kids. That's what my best friend would have had to do because she would have known that I had did something to sacrifice myself for my children or my family, which is the only way I would have done something to sacrifice myself for my children, my family. And she would have had to sacrifice herself for me in order to be my best friend. So
Hmm.
I don't know many people that would do that. Then no, I don't got no best friend. I don't got no day one. Because for you to be a day one, you have to be born with me.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah.
Struggles, you had to go my ups, my downs. That means when I'm at my lowest, you're at your highest and you're picking me up. When I'm at my highest, I'm taking my bootstraps and I'm pulling you up. I say
Right.
for me to be able to have a friend, not even a best friend, you have to have shown me unwavering support. Unwavering.
Baby.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wait,
Exactly.
wait, because
Exactly. Exactly.
anybody, and I do have people who call me friend, but you know why they friend? Because I'm that chick.
Hmm.
I'm never gonna fail you. I'm always gonna stand behind you. I'm always gonna support you. So yes, I could be your friend, but you will not be my friend. And I don't use
And
that loosely. Everyone I've ever met, and I've met some wonderful people. You two on this Zoom, wonderful people, but I take people as my associates. I put a very high stack
High
of
standard.
consider my
and
friend.
and I could
And I don't know many people that can fill that shoes besides my husband, and I married him.
and I could relate to that 100%. For me, I think I was I was always the friend, the giving, 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 and never receiving. It was always me putting out. And I'm not talking about money always.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So and I would say within the last, even though you're married and everything, I believe within the last year, Bart and I have become each other's best friend.
And that's
Through
and
and
right.
that's going through counseling and stuff like that. And like you stated, someone who's definitely going to have your back, someone who's never going to talk about you, because we're humans, we're
Right.
flawed, and we
You have your
you
opinion.
can't send, yeah, and you can't say you telling someone your business. And I've learned to tell, let me say this, I tell certain people my business,
That part.
okay, and whatever I want them to know. Let me say that first and foremost, whatever I want them to know, because I realize that if I'm friends with someone, or we're associates, whatever the case may be, and I see you talking about your friends and what they're going through, damn it, you're going to talk about me too. So
Exactly.
why
Exactly.
am I going to
Exactly.
share with
Exactly.
you my
Mm-hmm.
business?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because you're talking about someone that you're close to, and you dogging them out or whatever the case may be. So no, I've learned in life, I've sat back and I've listened and I've learned how people watch people and how they move and certain things that they say and do. And for me, that determines where I stand. And I can't stand a lion ass person. I cannot.
Especially when you don't ask for it. I ain't asked you to sit here and tell me that both face ass. Like I didn't ask for that lot, so why you feel that it's
A
need
lie
to
don't
tell me
care
that?
who tell it.
Who
That's
tell
what
it?
they say.
Exactly.
A lie
Exactly.
don't care who
Exactly.
tell it. And
Exactly.
people will lie for no freaking
I can't
reason.
read.
And I sit back and I sit and I watch and I'm like, God damn, why are you sitting up there lying? And for that reason, you know, and then we see what's going on social media.
But let me piggyback on what Vivica said about friends. First of all, when we say friends, like like Tony said, you have to, like me. I'm married. Do I think my husband is my friend? Of course I do. I feel like he has my back unconditionally. But at the end of the day, I'm not excusing him as being my friend. I'm speaking of a female basis, and like you said
Oh yeah.
about Oh, and as you said about Vivica, about my friend that I'm speaking of, just to make it clear, she has kids too. So at the end of the day, that's a burden that somebody else is carrying. No matter who or what you, that's your thoughts and that's your belief on friends. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this: I have not always been married. I have not always had somebody that I can go to share my views. And then one thing I say, as a friend, you're not gonna. I can honestly say right here on this thing. If you my friend, if I don't like you, if I don't know you, if
Oh, you frozen girl.
I have any history, I can leave it at that. But I'm not. If you my friend, I just feel like friendship should be something that, and I use like you feel. I feel like I do. I have associates. I have people that I kiki with. I have people that I may go hang out with, but I don't use them as my friends. But to me, as a friend, my thing is if you say something or you tell me something, like Tony said, you say something about a friend, you probably would talk about me. But my whole thing as a friend, we not gonna do that. We not You not gonna talk about me to her, me not gonna talk about you. You can tell me what you didn't like what she said, or I can come in away, but we're not gonna go to back and forth. We're not gonna do that because at the end of the day, it's all about maturity. When you get to a certain level of
Yeah.
maturity, that shit go out the window. You don't have to plead your case to me. I don't have to plead her because to me at that point I feel like it's none involved. As an adult, as and I'm speaking of myself, I can't speak for you all, but as an adult, I feel like this. I said what I said whenever I said it. I meant what I said, and we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna either change the dynamic. We're gonna either be true to the game or we're gonna walk away from the game. Meaning that I don't have time to go back and forth with you. You don't have time to go back and forth. If you want it, that's still that petty, that kitty, that's still that 17 high school shit, and I don't deal with it. So my friendship is totally different. I used to shut down. A couple of years ago, I would shut down to keep my mouth closed and wouldn't say nothing. But now I've got a voice. I say what's on my mind. It could be cutthroat, it could be whatever, but I say what's on my mind. Now, if I'm wrong when I said at the time I said, I'm woman enough to come back to you and say, you know what? I was wrong for what I said. You were right. I'm big enough to say that because I'm at that point in my life where I can say I was wrong about something.
Yeah, but Sitara, you have a friend,
Yes, I do.
okay? You have a friend. That doesn't mean it works out like that for everybody else.
Everybody, exactly,
Okay?
exactly,
Because we
exactly.
see on social media people coming out and exposing their family members, their friends, and it's just a damn zoo on the internet. And so what Vivica may have
Think
experienced,
they do
yeah,
it
and
for
what
TV.
Vivica,
I think they do it just to.
yeah, but what Vivica have experienced or what I have experienced, we that this is how we feel. And I'm not saying that um you or Gail King and Oprah can't have y'all best friends.
Gail ain't Oprah friend. Allegedly.
Okay?
What you
We
say,
not
Vivica?
saying
I hear you. What you say, Vivica?
That's his girlfriend.
Huh?
uh,
What you say? One more
allegedly,
time.
you're gonna say allegedly because I do not believe that they're girlfriends like that. No, I do not believe that. I
You
don't.
get my side eye.
I just don't. I believe they're good
I ain't
friends,
got
best
no
friends,
Yeah, we
girlfriend
froze.
like
I
that
know you.
sisters.
long, that
Well,
tight.
just because you and I are just yeah, just because you and I don't have that, there are plenty of people I'm sure out there in the world that have a bestie like Gail
Mhm.
and Oprah. I'm
They
sure.
Oh,
bunkie
okay.
buddies.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
now
all that shit is
I'm
alleged
strictly.
because I don't
Well, you know
believe
what?
it.
I'm gonna say this to you. I'm strictly dickly, and I love dick. Period. Period. I ain't got to bump no coochie, and look. I forgot.
Neither one.
Babies are. Look, I hope
Neither
babies are
one.
not listening to this show tonight, because I don't mean no disrespect, because I got young
I'm
children.
sure Tania done
But
took her off.
Oh, I forgot.
I can
I
honestly
take that
say
back.
I'm strictly dickly. I want dick. I don't want no pump. I don't want
Yeah, and sometimes you run
no
across even,
coochie. No, not that I need to look at nobody else's.
and some of us, well, let me say this too. Some of us are friends with our family members as well. You know what I'm saying? And for me, no, that's you breaking up.
Oh, okay. I'm right. You know what, y'all gonna look? You ain't gonna come for me. Keep coming for me about this damn static shit. You're
I'm just
powerful
telling you
too.
what's going on over there
Oh,
in the
okay,
Bond
okay.
house, girl.
I
I'm letting you
don't
know
worry
what.
about.
I'm telling you what's going on over there. Your face has frozen multiple times.
And yours too.
But it's you,
Yours
it's
too.
not me. I promise you. We
Okay,
ha-
friend.
Can I say
Oh,
this?
Go
okay,
ahead.
friend. What you say, Vivica?
I ain't
What
say
you
that.
say?
I didn't say that yet. I didn't say nothing yet, I promise.
Okay.
But my mother raised me to be independent and self-sufficient. My mother was a single mother for a long time.
Hmm.
Um, and just by the nature of the things she taught me, right, wrong, and different. I think some of it was not right. She told me, "Oh, trust a man as far as you can throw him." I didn't think that was right. I know now differently. But when somebody as so strong as my mother raises a woman, um, it makes it very hard for you to rely on anybody else for anything. So I do have people
Exactly.
that when I need legal advice, oh, I trust my associate that I have fond respect for in that respect. When I have financial advice, oh, I have a person who I trust in that respect to have them consult with me on those issues. But when it comes to I'm having a problem with my husband, my relationship, or anything like that, I either go to God or to a counselor.
Hmm.
Because what I'm not going to do is give you an open book to my relationship and my husband and tell you where I'm vulnerable at and where my husband is open at for you to step in that door, friend.
Check for it.
Yeah, but
I ain't gonna do
not
it.
everybody is doing that in a friendship. We're talking about people using that word, saying, "Hey, this is my best friend." We're talking about people being jealous of you, that's around you, and you think they're rooting for you, and they definitely don't have
Um,
your back. And you don't find out until later, because eventually the truth is going to come out, right?
exactly.
The truth is going to be exposed, or a gossiping friend, someone who's in competition with you,
Mhm.
and they don't want to see, oh, Vivica got it going on, okay, but they want to see Vivica fall,
Oh,
okay,
Don't hold your breath.
okay.
okay.
It ain't
So,
gonna happen.
and they want to see you struggle, and then I'll never ever forget this. I'll never ever forget this bitch in South Carolina named Valerie.
Oh Lord,
When when
allegedly.
and ain't shit alleged about that. Ain't shit alleged about that. When when there was a situation with me and my siblings, and they got on the internet and did all this other lies and scheme and scamming and all this bullshit about me, and she said to me, and my heart was broken, by the way, because my siblings I did a lot for, I looked out for, I took care of them, their children, and a whole lot. So for her to say to me at that time, and she and I were supposed to be good friends, she said, "I'm glad this happened to you. You
Mm,
always thought you were better than everybody else."
mm.
Wow.
And my thing was, I never thought I was better than everybody else. I
Just
worked
wondered
my
that.
ass, no, because I worked my ass off, and because you chose to stay in a situation and stay stuck and not educate yourself and not evolve yourself and not grow yourself, you mad at me because of
Mhm,
where I am and what I'm accomplishing. But
mhm.
when she said that, that resonated to me, like this bitch never liked me from the start.
Beginning.
She was
Right.
waiting for my demise. She was
Right.
waiting for, and this ain't even about me falling.
Right. It's
It was
just
at the,
about you
yeah,
having.
yeah, and it's about the situation with my siblings, who, by the way, was jealous.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
and I couldn't even believe that part.
Nope.
Okay, and for her to say that, that's when my eyes opened, and I'm like, damn, you know what? You be thinking people
Got your
love
back
it,
now.
they love you, they got your back, they respect you, you
Silent
respect
hated.
them, but they want to see you fall, they want
Oh,
to see you hurt, they want to see you down and out.
Or
And
they want to
people,
just be you. They want to be you, girl. They want to be you. They want
yeah,
to be everything you are. They just want to be you. If they could clone you, they would be you. Oh, I got those people too. They just want to be me.
yeah.
They will never be me because I'm
Oh,
ever,
you can, yeah, exactly,
evolving. So you better catch up because you can never be
exactly.
you.
Well, ladies, it's at the mark of 8 o'clock, and It's been a great show. I have enjoyed the show. I don't
Me
know
Yeah.
about
too.
you guys.
Me
It's been
too.
a great show. Vivica, I hope that you've enjoyed the show
I
tonight.
definitely have.
And you will join us next week. Um, it's been a great show. And I want to go ahead and tell everybody out there to please like and subscribe um, to our page, YouTube channel, The Truth Ain't in Us. I am thinking about doing something for the holidays as far as a giveaway. I haven't sat down and thought about it yet, with my team and everything and what I want to do. But I guess we'll talk about it next week. And so, and I think I'm going to do a little contest too, um, as well. But before we go, Satara, I'm going to start with you. I want you to tell us um, what you're thankful for, and for this year, what you're thankful for, and what you're expecting for next year.
Oh Lord, thank you just for life. Thank you for
And
health, for strength. 2026 is my year.
thank you for
I'm not.
Mosa. I see you, girl. Sorry.
I'm knocking on
And
doors,
and
baby.
we're over time, so just let's make it quick. Let's wrap
I'm
this up in
knocking
like
on
3 minutes.
2026 is my year. I claim
Hmm.
it. I declare it. Yes, it's my year. It's gonna be a phenomenal year for me in 26.
And Vivica.
I'm thankful for life and family, and God bless me with another day. In 2026, I vow to walk in purpose and not in circles.
Oh, amen.
Exactly.
I am thankful for my family. I'm thankful for um my friends. I just don't have best friends. I do have friends, and I have people that I call my sister. They're my sisters as well. Um, I'm thankful for um, the people that I have met this year who has actually helped getting this show started. Even the ones who were here and has gone and moved on. I'm thankful for Jermaine and his team. I'm thankful for Tamika and her team. Um, Thankful for the both of you. Um, I'm thankful for definitely my family, and for next year, I'm praying that God will continue to allow this show to grow, um, and for each one of us to prosper, and that the topics that we bring on here and discuss, that we're able to help other people, that we're able to uplift you, that we're able to make a difference in your life. um I pray for all. That's just my prayer and my hope. And yeah, so please, I need you viewers to please help us um by getting your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers to like and subscribe to the Truth Ain't in Us YouTube page. Um, Before we go, Satara, Vivica, any final words from you guys?
I want to say thank you to giving me an opportunity to come and talk, enjoy sisterhood, and just good conversation. Thankful to you.
Love you, love you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Tanya, for this platform, because without you, it wouldn't be me. So thank you.
Love
Thank you,
you.
Vivica, for being a part of the show as well tonight. And you'll be back tomorrow, next week. Oh,
I,
well, Friday.
I'm hoping.
Friday.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Now,
So I just want to say thank you to everyone that's actually tuned in and subscribed to us. So we really, really appreciate all the support. And I'm like Tanya, all the producers that has, been a part of the Truth Ain't in Us have really
yes.
stood up and showed out for us. And I really appreciate that, the time and the effort that you all put in it as well. And just thank you as a whole. But thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated.
And guys, we will be back next week, Wednesday, Same time, different topics. And
Same
hopefully,
energy.
yeah, same energy. Hope you had a lot of fun, and we will see you next week. Vivica
Yes.
and Tara hold the line.